Basketball League is back in San Fernando, Pampanga, one of our favorite venues, where the crowd showed up once again for the Monday night triple header natin, pangalawa sa tatlong laro dito sa Brenzigal Convention Center. And fans have slowly but surely filled up ang ating gym. Alan Mangahas horsing around with Elvin Chan in preparation for their encounter tonight. 8 new faces para dito sa Imus. And Gensan, of course, riding high on a good run of form as they collide tonight. Imus with a 3-7 record taking on Gensan Warriors OK Bet with a 6-5 record dito sa MPBL ngayong Lunes. Magandang gabi po mga kaliga sa Daf Tupas. Kasama si Javi Palanya. Javi, it's another great game that we're having right now. Ang Gensan, ang ganda ng nilalaro nila of late.
Yeah, they have been winning 5 of their last 6 games. So they have been going on a good run recently. Itong Imus naman, the challenge for them in this game, can they keep up or rather carry the momentum that they had from their win in their last game to this one where they have a lot of new faces on their roster.
And then, of course, tingnan muna natin ang South Division standings natin kung saan ang dalawang teams natin ang maglalaro, no? And Imus at number 8, nakabitin dun sa pangwalong pwesto itong Imus. And of course, they want to move up, no? And just, stay in that Magic 8 spot, no, para makapasok sa playoffs natin.
Yeah, they want to be able to play a consistent basketball this season because this South Division is super tight. You see there Sarangani, Zamboanga, Rizal, Bacolod, and Gensan also in the thick of things in the middle of the pack. But Bacoor and Imus not far away from getting into that middle of the South Division. So very interesting itong division na to in terms of team standings.
Well, definitely, if you win one over one of the contenders sa position mo, you're definitely gonna get an advantage, no? And speaking of Imus, right now, there have been a huge question marks here for this team, even after that impressive win over Mindoro, because nagbago nga itong lineup na to, no? 104-61 ang panalo nila right in this very same gym. And that best player in that ballgame, Jenmar Bragais, is no longer there. They've kept Alan Mangahas, Leon Nahorda, pero again, hindi natin alam kung anong mangyayari dito sa team na to and how they've gelled over the past few days na magkakasama sila.
Yeah, that is why you see the numbers here on your screens in that last game against Mindoro where they totally dominated most departments in that match. The question is, what kind of team will this Imus Bandera team be? Because 8 new faces in the roster, you don't expect them to have the same type of team play that they had with their previous players. So titingnan natin anong classic play style ang ipapa-implement ng Bandera in this game. And you're looking at the key player for them, itong si Jacob Galicia, one of their mainstays. He had 13 points in that game against Mindoro, 5 out of 9 from the field. Looks to be seen if he will be carrying on a heavier responsibility in this new roster for Imus. But if he gets to do that, then this will be a good sign for them as they go deep into the season.
Jacob Galicia had 13 points the last time out, one of the few holdovers ng Imus team. And Gensan naman, pag-usapan natin, Javi, they've won 5 of their last 6 games and they've moved up to 6-5. And that last win against Makati, the league's worst team in the league, showcased the depth na nakikita natin sa team na to.
Yeah, I said this time and time and again this season, no? Their record doesn't really justify the kind of roster that they have. For me, they are one of the most underrated rosters in terms of depth dito sa MPBL. They just haven't been able to translate that into a rather good record compared to the top teams in the league. But this is a very dangerous squad, and now that they are in a good run, winning 5 of their last 6 games, Gensan, only brighter things ahead para sa kanila.
And of course, ang dami ko nang sinabi dito ng mga paborito kong player dito sa MPBL. Pero syempre, ito talaga ang pinaka-paborito ko sa lahat. Si Don Reverente coming from Philippine Maritime Institute, pioneer ng MPBL to, galing Muntinlupa, naglaro na rin for Pasay. But definitely, one of the most popular players in the league. And no thanks to me, of course.
I was not gonna say that anymore, but going back to him, 12 points in their last game, has been one of the most consistent performers para dito sa Gensan Warriors, and look to him to continue those good production on the boards and on the score sheet. Itong si Don Reverente, always very reliable.
Well, Don Reverente is was a member of the All MPBL team from the previous season. So, you know, those double-digit numbers are gonna be crucial going forward for Gensan. Let's go to Ken Pangilinan for the starting lineup.
Bayab Abengi, welcome to the Branzi Yao Convention Center in San Fernando, Pampanga for the OK Bet Manny Pacquiao's MPBL 4th season, presented by Xtreme. It's the second game of our triple header between Imus City and Gensan. And now let's meet the starters first for Imus City Xtreme. Starting at shooting guard number 2, Garex Puerto. Power forward number 17, Ro Mangalino. At point guard number 28, Rev Diputado. Small forward number 29, Jacob Galicia. And at center number 67, playing team manager, Rene Pacquiao. The head coach of Imus City is Reniel Gao Cabrera. Assistant coaches Johnny Salazar and Bong Bigontes. Team owner Ruby Navarro. And now the starting five for the Gensan Warriors. OK Bet. Coming in at shooting guard number 6, Elvin Chan. Power forward number 13, Don Reverente. Small forward number 16, JP Belenchon. At center number 81, Hafer Mondragon. And at point guard number 9, the Ant-Man, Mark Cruz. The head coach of the Gensan Warriors OK Bet is Marlon Keith Martin. Assistant coaches Vic Escudero, Noy Pido, Al Vergara, Joel Gagrasin, Adrian Bucal, and Peter Deliguero. Our referees for this game,
Gensan starts with Mark Cruz and Elvin Chan sa backcourt, Hafer Mondragon, JP Belenchon and Don Reverente sa front court, Rep Deputado, Garex Puerto, playing team manager Rene Pacquiao, Jacob Galicia, and Dromel Mangalino make up the starting five para sa Imus City.
So 3 of the 8 new faces ng Imus in the starting lineup para kay Coach Reniel Cabrera. In this one, very interesting to see how this Imus team will fare. This is a good test for them as they go deep into the season, going into this transitionary period at the middle of our campaign.
Bert Gica, Galiga, Francisco, and Jay Castroverde as the 4th man ng officials natin sa laro. Deputado quickly to Puerto, spins short on that jumper, and Reverente comes away with the loose ball. JP Belenchon against Galicia. Elvin Chan, Deputado nakabantay. Goes behind the back. Reverente, 5 to shoot. Belenchon needs to fire right here. JP Belenchon. Don Reverente. Yun yung mga usual foul na natatawag kay Don Reverente pag sumasabit siya pag nagre-rebound.
Minsan din na nga niya sinasadya. Sadya na lang tumatalsik yung mga players sa kanya eh.
F. Deputado, of course, one of the newcomers ng Imus team. Rene Pacquiao against Mondragon. Garex Puerto. Puerto fires a 3. No. Pacquiao using the left hand. Boss Rene Pacquiao.
Nobody boxing him out there, getting the easy 2 points. Itong si Rene Pacquiao. At Reverente getting it back right away. Nobody from Imus stopping him on that inside.
Diputado gets it back. Mahigpit ang depensa ng Gensan. Diputado with a blow-by move. Galicia with the offensive rebound. Pinilit sa ilalim. That won't work. Here comes Reverente. 1-on-3. Don Reverente. Hirinig ko pa. Yung lampas ni Garrick Suerto.
And he readily acknowledges that. He really wanted to stop that shot, but he was just too late to be able to get a good angle to block it. Just settled for giving up the personal. Ito si Garrick Puerto rather.
Don Reverente at the line, as we mentioned, he was part of that all MPBL team, meaning he is one of he's top 10 player ng liga out of let's say 31 teams. So ganun po siya kagaling dito sa MPBL.
An undersized 4, but just makes up with it with his energy, with his heart, with his hustle, and one of the most well-conditioned players here in the league. I must say, ito si Don Reverente.
Galicia on the spin, could not make that work. Here's Mark Cruz. Elvin Chan. They double Chan. Nabitawan ng bola, turnover. Rene Pacquiao quickly to Mangalino. Mangalino over to Puerto, who will miss, and Puerto on the stick back.
Oh, I think that's lousy effort coming from JB Belenson, not able to come up with a defensive rebound after that first attempt by Puerto. That was a bailout for them, but he got his own miss, cleaned up the shot. There's that pass by Mangalino, the miss by Puerto, getting his own shot back, and JB Belenson just couldn't stop that 2 points.
Galicia to Puerto. Mangalino puts it on the deck. Binigay kay Diputado. 5 to shoot. Diputado. Mangalino has to put it up. That's short. Rebound. We'll end up with Mark Cruz. A loose ball. There's a foul on Puerto.
Now, the problem with the 5 on the floor here for Imus City is that you don't really have a player kind of like in the mold of a Genmar Bragais who you could give the ball to and get out of the way. You saw that the shot clock dwindling down, getting pressured to shoot as it expired, and nobody wanting to take that shot, talking about the Bandera.
4-3 ang ating score. 6:42 remaining in the first. Pangalawang laro sa tatlo dito ngayong gabi sa Brenzy Giao Convention Center. That's an 8-second violation. AJ Coronel has been brought in para dito sa Imus.
Very versatile player. Linagay na agad siya to defend Mark Cruz. He's a guy who can play multiple positions. And right there, getting the turnover against the point guard ng Gensan.
Coronel. To Mangalino. Out of control. Galicia has to put it up. It's an air ball. Hamper Mondragon gathers the rebound. Elvin Chan. Mondragon providing the pick. Cruz splitting the D. Gets blocked as he went up for that layup.
If there's one advantage that the Imus 5 have on the floor, it's definitely length and height. Romel Mangalino right there, swatting that shot away ni Mark Cruz.
Mondragon, quick trigger, in and out. Rebound ni Mangalino. He played for Parañaque in the previous seasons, Romel Mangalino. AJ Coronel, also formerly of Parañaque. Diputado splits the D, forces his way in, and he gets the foul.
Now I think he realizes, itong si Diputado, that he has to do a better effort of being able to give his team an offensive threat. That time, putting it upon himself to get the opportunity at the basket and fouled in the process, itong si Diputado.
Diputado, the line. Mintis ang pangalawa. 5-3 ang ating score. Imus on top at the moment. Couple of players ready to check in para dito sa Imus. Belenchon jacks up the three. Pasok yan. JP Belenchon.
Doesn't need a lot of daylight. Ito si JP Belenchon. And he's the type of player who doesn't seem to dislike a shot that he hoists.
Pacquiao. That's short. Rebound in Belenchon. Here's Mark Cruz. Halfway through this first period. Belenchon off balance three. No. Rebound ni Coronel. Diputado. Goes to Pacquiao. Pacquiao. Yes! Rene Pacquiao. With 5 points in the first period. 5 of the 8 of Imus.
Hafer Mondragon sagging off. Itong si Rene Pacquiao taking that opportunity to get that three-pointer wide open. Too much space.
Belenchon again. Too strong. Rebound ni Mangalino. Marlon Gomez and Nico Panganiban all set to check in. Malyari comes in. Rolling natin a three-point shot of the game. Hatid sa inyo ng Extreme One-Stop Shop Appliances. Rene Pacquiao holding that follow-through. Matagal yung follow-through ni Boss Rene Pacquiao.
Trying to make up for lost time. Didn't play in that game against Mindoro, but now he's back. And 5 points in the early goings of our game.
Turnover for Gensan. They have yet to get going here. 3:49 remaining. Palitan ng tao. Silvares is in. Oh, that's Bangkoyan rather. Silvares din, pinasok na rin. So the 4 of the 5 on the floor for Imus are seeing action for the first time for Imus, actually. Belenchon grabs the rebound. Mark Cruz quickly to Panganiban. Drops it off to Gomez. Yung dalawang nakabatay kay Marlon Gomez. Trying to go to work against Silvares. Belenchon, the release sa corner. No. That's last touch on Don Reverente.
Nico Elorde checking into the game para sa Gensan Warriors.
Bangkoyan. AJ Coronel. Coronel back to Bangkoyan. Operating doon sa ilalim. Malyari. Stop and pop. J. Mark Malyari. Bagsak si Marlon Gomez.
Let's look at that again. There's that shot by Malyari. And you can see Gomez and Silvares trying to battle for position on that rebound. But it seems that Gomez was hit in a very sensitive area.
Marlon Gomez found his way to this Gensan team. That's Silvares with a push. Junmark Silvares ang napituhan ng foul. Ping Masaglang. Pinasok na ni Coach Marlon Martin. Siya nagbababa ng bola. Masaglang. Pulls back. Nico Elorde. Panganiban. Attacks. Nico Panganiban. All the way to the cup.
I think one of the underrated two guards here in the league, itong si Nico Panganiban. He can hit you with that drive, but can also occasionally hit the outside shot. But that time, taking it strong to the cup.
Alan Mangahas to Malyari for three. Yes!
Alan Mangahas, whenever you play with him, you should be always ready to shoot. And that time, J-Mark Malyari just ready to get those 3 points. As you see here, trying to break down his defender, Alan Mangahas, who had a triple-double in their last game. 12 points, 11 rebounds, and 10 assists para sa kanya.
Gensan sues for time. 2 minutes remaining here in the first period. They're down by 3 against Imus.
Convention Center for the OKBet Maharlika Pilipinas Basketball League. My name is Mika Abisamis, and Coach Ren Cabrera is imagining a tryout system in the next days because of his new boys. He will be scouting his own system as to what he needs to improve on or change. In the process, he has Leo Nahorda, Alan Mangahas, and Rene Pacquiao to help him in making the boys familiar. Sabi nga niya, napansin ko nga si Leo parang bumabata bigla. Nakakasabay na siya ulit sa takbuhan sa practice. Siyempre, tinanong ko naman si Leo kung anong reaksyon niya dyan. At sabi niya, kayang-kaya pa, bagets pa to. Si Delph, Javi.
Maraming salamat, Mika. Leo Nahorda. Very young at heart. Pero syempre, you know, we've seen Leo Nahorda is really taking good care of his body. And you know, even for all the accolades and the achievements in his career, still loves playing basketball. And you know, if you love what you're doing, syempre gagawa ka ng paraan na maging effective.
Always a prolific scorer throughout his career, especially during his days with the San Sebastian Stags. Moved on over to the PBA and has proven to be a great veteran to guide the young guns dito sa MPBL. Coach Ren Cabrera expecting him to lead this team as it's composed of a lot of youngsters now. So maganda nga yung sinabi ni Mika kanina na tryout system ang gagawin ni Coach Cabrera in this next few games. But I'm sure he has tempered his expectations for this team. I'm sure that he knows that he will not get results right away. But that is definitely the right mindset when you have a new roster wherein you want to try out new things and see if it will be effective against these teams in the MPBL. Gensan is a good first test.
Christian Garcia is in the game. Sumali na rin sa tryout ni Coach Ren. Don Reverente missing the first. Alam mo, sa nangyayari ngayon na Javi, parang yung Gensan pa yung bagong team eh. Paano ba to? Kasi down 3 sila eh.
Well, they have not been able to figure out what type of offense they want to run because of the extended defense of Imus all the way upwards of the three-point area. They have been forcing Gensan to put the ball on the floor, but the Bandera have done a good job of rotating and preventing the inside attacks.
Mangahas. Garcia, taken away by Panganiban. Mamadali. Marlon Gomez, sumabit si Bangkoyan.
Never ever give Marlon Gomez the chance to go up with his left. That is his strong side. And when you give him that couple of steps before the ring para makabuelo, you can be almost sure that that's a foul or an easy 2 points para sa kanya.
Marlon Gomez. Pasok ang unang free throw. Again, quick shout out sa ating marketing chief dito sa MPBL. Happy birthday, Mr. Seth Tamora. If you're watching right now, wala siya dito. Mukhang hindi pa tapos ang mga party niya. Sana all ma-invite. No, happy.
Sana. Happy birthday, Seth.
Here's Malyari. Could not finish. Gets the tap. Malyari. Balik sa labas kay Alan Mangas. 3-second differential. Game clock and shot clock. Allen to Nahorda. Lakay attacks. Lakay off the glass and in.
Basic off the glass banker shot there by Leo Nahorda. But unfortunate incident as we end this first quarter, as we saw Nico Elorde sprawled on the floor, but he's quick to get back up. At sabi mga kanina si Delph, it looks like itong Gensan pa ang bagong team ngayon as they struggle to find their footing in terms of offensive production. Imus just banking on, just wanting to be able to prove themselves, not just in front of their new head coach, but to the whole league.
Malyari. Parang sayang yung binigay na free throw dito kay Nico Elorde. Time is running out in the first quarter. And this is going to be the final sequence of our opening period. 13-11, make that 13-12 as we end the first period. Lamang ang Imus by 1 against the Gensan Warriors. Okay, bet. We'll be right back for the second quarter. No. Take a look at the highlights from the first quarter. Pumasok na yung tira na yun, but it was mostly a struggle for Gensan.
Everybody from Imus City confident enough to get their shots on the floor because maybe yun na nga, a lot of the players wanting to prove themselves in front of Coach Ren Cabrera, wanting to get that spot in the rotation to be able to cement playing time this season. So, a lot of experiments which are going the right way for Imus City in the first quarter, 13-12.
Second quarter dito sa Brengao Convention Center. Si Dav Tupas kasama si Javi Palanya and Mika Abesamis. Bringing you this MPBL, OKBet MPBL regular season game between Imus and Gensan. Labanan ng mga teams galing sa South Division. Here's Nahorda, fouled by Sorella. Dalawang free throws ibibigay kay Lakay Nahorda.
Well, Sorella gave the left side to Leo Nahorda. And when you do that against Leo, he really will take advantage of that. You never give a guy who is as good as Leo Nahorda his strong hand, just like Marlon Gomez. Gets the first free throw to go. Averaging 8 points per ball game itong si Leon Horda. And he really doesn't look his age at all.
Wow. Parang ikaw pala yan, Javi. You don't look your age.
Nabola pa ako.
Panganiban on the drive.
Ikaw rin naman, partner, you don't look your age.
I will agree. Mas na si Mika Abisamu.
Oy naman.
Diba? As Nico Elorde on the break. Horda the other way. Lost the handle. Here comes Gensan. Panganiban. Nagmamadali all the way to the cup. And Gensan I think they're retaking the lead here with early in the second period. Nico Panganiban capitalizing on the miss from Horda as he sails in for that layup. 16-15. Timeout, Imus.
Back at the Brenziguiao Convention Center here in Pampanga for the OK Bet Maharlika Pilipinas Basketball League. My name is Mika Abisamis. And you know, Alan Mangahas is still happy and proud to be in this Imus Bandera team. But you know what else he is excited about? He is short of more or less 15 points to his 1,000 points in the MPBL. So he's really looking forward to this. Sidel, Javi.
To 15 ang ating score. Gensan in the lead. Alan Mangahas mintis ang layup. The tap. That is off Nico Elorde. Ball will stay with Imus. 14 to shoot. Mac Racho is in the game. Here's Alan Mangahas. Racho. Umatras. Gives it up to Malyari. Top of the key. J-Mark trying to make his move. Lost the handle, recovered. Mangahas just in time to beat the shot clock. Diputado comes in for Malyari. So pinagsabay na ni Coach Ren Cabrera ang kanyang mga point guards dito, Javi.
And you're looking at Imus. This is the second time that the shot clock ran out on them on their offensive possession. So yun nga, nakikita mo pa yung inexperience of this roster playing with each other, still not knowing when to hoist the shot up. Nagpapakiramdaman pa itong mga players ng Imus.
Galicia in and out on that push shot. Mamadali si Masaglang, lost the handle. Yarix Puerto returns. Pinalitan niya si Alan Mangahas. 16-15 ang ating score. 8 minutes, 12 seconds remaining sa ating first half. Sa unang pagkakataon ngayong laro, papasok na si Rael Cervantes, ang veterano for Gensan.
Wow, what a luxury it is to have Rael Cervantes coming off the bench para palitan si Marlon Gomez.
Diputado on the right side. Gives it up to Puerto. Racho takes the jumper. No. Panganiban with a rebound.
That's not a good shot. Defense was all over him on that attempt.
Elorde gets it back. Binigay kay Cervantes. Cervantes draws closer. Sorrella, too strong. Puerto with a rebound. And Sorrella gives up the foul on that rebound play.
That was excellent rotation on defense para sa Imus City Bandera. Closing out on Rail Cervantes after he passed up on the 3, forced to put the ball on the floor. Gave it up to Micol Sorella, but there were white shirts there to challenge that shot inside. And it's a point-blank miss. Galing kay Micol.
That's a steal for Sorella. Sorella. Maganda yung bawi ni Michael Sorella. 18-15, lamang ang Gensan. La Horda with a spin move. No. Galicia lost it. Masaglang leads the break. No look pass to Panganiban. Did not expect that.
4-2 break right there for Gensan. Botched opportunity for them to pad on to their lead further. But a lucky break para sa Bandera.
Garrix Puerto. No, that's AJ Coronel coming in for Garrix Puerto. Galicia. Nakatawid. Rieke Racho. Al Diputado. Hilario against Pacquiao. Pacquiao, good footwork. Oh. Boss Rene Pacquiao.
Yeah, welcome back to the MPBL. Brian Hilario, I believe this is his first game of the season, seeing action for the Warriors after being hampered with an injury.
What about Boss Rene Pacquiao's drop step right there?
Putting on a clinic in the post. Itong si Rene Pacquiao. Couple of steps from the shaded area. The drop step. And
ganda na footwork ni Rene.
Look at that. Getting the angle to get those 2 points.
Cervantes for 3. No. Rebound ni Racho. Chance for Imus to regain the lead. Mac Racho on the right side. Binalik kay Diputado. Diputado on the crossover. Coronel for 3. That's short. Rebound. Masaglang. Panganiban. Behind the back to Masaglang.
Unselfishness, the willingness to pass. Beautiful basketball by the Warriors on the break.
Diputado lumapit. Gives it up to Pacquiao. Against Hilario again. Pacquiao. Medyo malalim. Nice pass inside to AJ Coronel.
Nobody marking Coronel there as he was able to get a free lane in the middle of the paint.
It's a blocking foul on Diputado as Nico Lerde tried to attack. Watch this move of the game in partnership with OKBet. Own the win. Pink Masaglang with a strong finish on the break. Hilario for 3. Balik sa Imus ang bola. Binalik na rin si Romel Mangalino.
Itong Imus still struggling to find some rhythm offensively as there's a steal again by Masaglang, failing to convert on the pull-up jumper.
Usually, sure ball yan dyan si Ping Masaglang.
That's his favorite shot.
Yeah, Diputado misses and Cervantes collects the rebound. Nico Elorde ngayon. 4.5 minutes remaining. Elorde releases it to Cervantes. Quickly to Hilario. Fouled by Coronel.
A tad bit too late on the rotation defensively. Itong Imus City, they tried to trap the ball handler and they were successful in letting him release the basketball. Kaya lang, hindi sila nakarotate agad doon sa cutter towards the middle na itong si Brian Hilario. This is on the first though.
for 2 para kay Brian Hilario. Galicia nagbababa ng bola for Imus. Pinapahirapan ni Panganiban. Malyari. Mangalino. Mangalino, high-arcing shot offline. Panganiban with a rebound. Here's Nico. Drops it off to rail for the AC Deuce.
How many times have you seen that in this first half? Imus missing a basket. It's slow to go back on defense. Gensan pushing the numbers, taking advantage, and getting 2 points once again on the break.
That's a missed 3 again. Panganiban. Umatake si Hilario. Erased.
Oh, impeccable timing on that defensive play. AJ Coronel coming out of nowhere to swat that shot. Here's that drive by Hilario. And the help side defense. Galing dito kay Coronel.
Cruz. For 3. That's a tough shot against Coronel. Pacquiao misses that one. Panganiban again. Mark Cruz. Tinira na 3. Pasok yan para kay Mark Cruz.
They were able to go back and stop the transition attack, but the secondary break, they did not mark the shooter, Mark Cruz, trailing that play wide open for the 3.
Malyari with a jumper. Kapik napunta kay Panganiban. Masaglang will not get the 3-point play. He'll earn the 2 points at the line. Pero ibang klase yung Panganiban eh. Just puts a lot of pressure sa depensa mo.
That's right. He just pushes the basketball every opportunity that he gets here. And it doesn't help that Imus, they don't go back to stop the basketball and prevent the score in transition para sa Gensan. It's slowly, little by little, this lead is ballooning for the Warriors.
Kita ko nga eh. Nagja-jogging sila eh. Si Panganiban, nagsisprint. May kasabay na 2, 3 nga kampe. May iwan talaga sila.
All gas, no breaks eh.
Bang klase din eh. There's Masaglang is on the first. Dalawang mintis ni Ping Masaglang. The homecoming very soon for Gensan. 26-19 ang ating score. 2.5 minutes remaining. There's an offensive foul. Wala si Panganiban on the play. Boss Rene Pacquiao na pinituan.
Imus trying to run different types of plays. Almost every offensive possession. May nakita kaya kanina some sort of a dribble drive formation. And there they try to set up a staggered screen for their shooter. Kaya lang Pacquiao setting an illegal pick for the offensive foul.
Mark Cruz. Jerry Pingoy. Inabatay ni Diputado. Belenson. Hilario. Inside pass. Broken up by Nahorda. Malyari is away and he will finish.
And there Imus giving Gensan a dose of their own medicine. But I believe this is the type of game that Coach Ren Cabrera wants from his squad. Their defense fueling their offense. They get a steal again here. And Diputado, he will take it for 2.
Boss Rene Pacquiao with 2 defensive gems leading to transition baskets para dito sa Imus Bandera Xtreme. First, it was Diputado. Nahanap si Malyari. And then on the next play, Pacquiao gets the steal. And quickly, Diputado rose up strong for the finish. Gensan, lamang ng 3, but they are the ones who called the timeout. Magbabalik kami. Marlica Pilipinas Basketball League live from the Renzi Giao Convention Center in San Fernando, Pampanga. Sila Tupas kasama si Javi Palanya and Mika Abisamis bringing you this ball game. Cruz, binigay kay Cervantes for Gensan. Here's Belencion. Inside they go. Mark Cruz fading away. At mga steps ito Malyari. Nagmamadali. Those 3 guards. Para dito sa Imus, Alan fires. No. Pingoy quickly to Reverente. Belencion na pinahirapan pero pasok pa rin.
Deciding to finish on the other side of the hoop, but 2 points nonetheless para kay JP Belencion. Only his 5th point of the game.
Naalangan siya eh. Wala siya sa 3-point line eh.
Unfamiliar territory.
Oo, had to improvise. But you know, ito si JP Belencion, napanood ko ito nung high school sa Iloilo eh. Sentro to eh. But kinailangan niyang baguhin yung laro niya dito sa Manila kasi medyo maliit siya for, to be a center. So, biglang naging, sabi ko, shooter to.
Hindi pa ba ganyan kamay niyan dati?
Ah?
Hindi pa ganyan yung kamay niya dati?
Ay, hindi pa kasi ano talaga siya, sanay yan sa low post dati. So, mga transformation ng mga players natin as we have another timeout. 28-23, under a minute remaining in the first half. The MPBL is live on 1PH. That's later this evening, yung laban ng Pampanga at Bacolod. And kung titingnan mo yung different platforms na mapapanood nyo yung ating liga, Signal Play on your phones, and YouTube and Facebook, of course, staple yan. 14 seconds sa shot clock ng Imus. Malyari with a jumper. And mga snaps into Diputado. 3-pointer. Wala pa rin. Rebound ni Mark Cruz. Imus already in the penalty.
No, I don't believe it's a foul. It's going to be a turnover here.
Turnover pala. Sorry about that.
By Mark Cruz. He was stepping on the line. So, great effort there by J. Mark Malyari to be able to force another possession para sa Imus.
Diputado ngayon. Malyari trying to use his quickness. Diputado for 3. No. And look at Leo Nahorda tracking down that miss. Malyari. Mintis ulit. Mark Cruz. Quickly to Belencion. Great passing. There's Cervantes with the finish.
That's just the one thing that the Warriors have won up over this Imus team. They've been playing with this unit ever since the start of the season, and they have gone through their ups and downs together. But in the past 6 games, winning 5 of those, it has been a lot of success for Gensan, and they look to carry that over in this game as they look to continue their momentum halfway through this season.
2.9 seconds remaining in the first half. Quickly, they go to Nahorda. jumper short. Put back is good para kay Diputado. We'll have to check that, but it looked good sa ating angulo.
Could it get a 3-point shot? Could it buy a basket from that distance? Ito si Diputado. But there, you see, nobody boxing him out. Don Reverente trying to out-jump him, but Diputado just had better position going for the leather. And the 2 points will count. That cleanup by Rev Diputado, cutting the Gensan lead to 5 points.
What a first half that we saw. Gensan, they trailed. Tama naman yung pinili nating i-interview dito sa halftime. He was the one who instigated that second quarter run, Javi.
Yeah, that's right, Sidolf. And beyond the numbers, you were mentioning earlier, the way the transition was a big boost to Gensan. Kaya sila nakalayo ng bahagya towards the latter part of that second. Lang just got that basket by Diputado to end and beat the buzzer.
Let's go to Mika Abisamis.
Maraming salamat. Kasama ko nga ngayon ang best player of the half na si Nico Panganiban. Nico, halos same level of energy lang ang linabas nyo ng Imus, although nakalamang kayo. Para sa'yo, anong dapat manatili?
Siguro yun nga yung energy namin kasi tingin ko nung itong first half yung mga teammates ko medyo kulang sa energy. So yun lang yung ginagawa ko. Ginagawa ko lang yung role ko lagi, magbigay ng energy sa loob and sa labas ng court.
At para din sa'yo, sino sa tingin mo ang dapat bantayan na baka pumutok sa second half sa Imus?
Sa tingin ko, gandaan na lang namin yung defense namin sa second half kasi hindi mo rin naman masasabi kung sino talaga yung tatama sa kanila sa second half. So yun lang, strong defense lang sa pagdating ng second half.
Okay, maraming salamat and good luck. Yan po si Nico Panganiban at magbabalik po ang Maharlika Pilipinas Basketball League. Convention Center here in Pampanga for the OK Bet Maharlika Pilipinas Basketball League. My name is Mika Abisamis and I am with a very important person, Sir Dennis Perez, the Assistant Team Manager of Gensan. Sir, you won your last game. Ang ganda rin po ng pinapakita ng team dito sa first half. What else is the team looking forward to?
Well, sa amin naman, ma-maintain lang namin yung energy at composure ng team. And then we look forward for more wins ng team.
Maganda po yan, sir. At dahil dyan, batiin naman po natin ang fans ng Gensan.
Yes, I would like to thank our sponsors, OK Bet, CD14, Iconic Motor Sales, Jinkies Ski, and our Mayora Lorelei Pacquiao. And I would like to greet happy birthday kay Rocky Victor, Gary Milyari, and Marco Baltasar.
Okay, maraming salamat po, sir. Once again, Sir Dennis Perez, the Assistant Team Manager of Gensan. Huwag po kayong aalis because here is our top 10 plays of the week.
Just a point here in this ball game. Apinana puts it up and in.
That will go into the highlights for the week, Dennis.
Oo, hindi na nga nakatingin sa ring eh.
Alam ko, going to the outside, mapuno pa lang ring yung tirang yan.
No look shot, 8 points para kay Dexter Apinan. How he made that shot, I don't know. We'll never know.
If JC, 12 on the shot clock. 1 second differential. Oh, JC hanging in the air, basket and one.
That was a tough move by JC Marcelino attacking the defense of Batangas.
That's what we would like to call the 24-carat magic in the air mula kay JC Marcelino.
Hiningnan pa niya magbaba.
You know, with a game like this, this could go, one of the games na Chimpayan throws it down on the break. Neymar Chimpayan steal, ang buwelo at ang slam galing kay Neymar Chimpayan. That is the epic move of the game.
Gumagalaw talaga. Lateral movements. Saka yung kamay, grabe. Sakto sa bola.
Levy Hernandez scoring for two on that aggressive drive.
Well, that's what we need to see more from Levy.
Take a look at the replay. Crossover. Levy Hernandez with his second drive of the ball game, hanging in the air for two.
Kita mo yung gigil sa mukha ni Levy Hernandez. He actually went with a contact looking for that. And one. Unfortunately, hindi nga lang sila naka-convert doon. But that's what they want to do.
Oh, great patient. Oh, wow. Ganda ng ikot doon ni Kobe Bryant Pableo. It's a different beast mode look mula kay Kobe Pableo. Using his patience, turning around, fading away for that shot.
Manuel Veloria ngayon, laban kay Costello. Great spin move!
Kung makikita natin sa highlights yan, itong linggong to.
Oo, ganda ng ikot. Nawala ang depensa. And the finish para kay Manuel Veloria. They're bringing this epic move of the game in partnership with OKBet. Owns the win. Lagrama gives it up to Reyes. What a move! Two players in the air.
Sabihin ko na sila, the originator ng Pinoy step. Si Javi Palanya nagpauso ng salitang Pinoy step na yan eh. And Ernest Reyes, as far back as I can remember, nauna pa yan kala Richie Rivero at kala Kobe para sa mga steps na yan. Yung slow-mo change of speed, biglang bumagal, biglang nag-change of direction. Murado yung dalawa.
Peralta and Melano ang lima para sa passing. Veloria on the quick cut and Veloria puts it in.
Great execution of an inbound play. I was about to say, Sidel, it was interesting that Coach Alex Angeles chose to inbound the ball sa front court, giving them just 14 seconds sa shot clock. Pero kita natin, the inbounder usually is the most dangerous player on the court. Ayon, Veloria coming off that inbound with a great curl of that back pick.
16 points for Cranial Veloria. Bacolod drag into another tight end game. 14-second differential, game clock and shot clock. Here's Manzo against Hiruta. Manzo inside. Manzo puts it in! June Manzo taking over in crunch time.
And Manzo, shot clock winding down under 10 seconds. A tough running floater over Hiruta.
Sabay pa silang tumagsak. But what a move from June Manzo, going down the middle and the high arcing.
Medyo nakaset up for a traffic defense itong Batangas.
Concepcion, 8 hit, they back it to minus. Minus scores! Mitchell minus, keeping his poise. But Garcia, tingnan mo naman dun, out-jumping yung dalawang players ng Batangas para lang matapik kay minus ang bola.
Yeah, the presence of mind of Garcia, who has been spotty rin yung kanyang decision-making, medyo erratic. But on that play, the presence of mind to tap it to an open teammate kaysa maagaw sa kanya yung bola ng bubo.
What a game so far.
Kapag may labay nagkakaisa, Luzon, Visayas, Mindanao, basketball na. Ang bawat labay pinaghahandaan, kaya yumayanig ang bakbakan. Todo suporta ang lahat sa kanya-kanyang kupunan. Basketball na muna tayo, iwasan na ang mga bisyo. Sports ang laging iisipin, sa droga ay huwag paalipin. Buong bansa'y magsama-sama. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, MPBL na! MPBL na! Yan ang liga ng bawat Pilipino, sa Luzon, sa Visayas, sa Mindanao. Yan ang liga ng bawat Pilipino, sa Luzon, sa Visayas, sa Mindanao. Ang bawat laban ay nakakakaba dahil sa husay ng bawat.
Once again, our OK babes, Christine, Tanya, and Erica. Hello MPBL fans! Fresh ka pa ba? Hanap tayo ngayon ng Jinky Beauties. Kaya pag naispatan kayo ng ating live cam, kaway-kaway at mag-smile! Yun o!
Ganda-ganda mo, ganda-ganda mo, ganda-ganda mo, talagang ng tama.
Kaway-kaway naman dyan!
Ganda-ganda mo.
At ang ating gift box ay courtesy of Jinky Skin Beauty.
Five-point lead for the Gensan Warriors. Okay bet at halftime against the Imus Bandera Xtreme Appliances. And we take a look at our first half stats, and it has not been pretty for Imus, but somehow they are in the thick of the fight. Javi.
Well, you know, after shooting a scorching 46.8% from the field against Mindoro, they have struggled in this game, and no surprises because this is a retooled roster, 8 new faces in this squad para sa Imus Bandera in this game. So a lot of experimentation happening right now para kay Coach Ren Cabrera. Sabi niya nga kanina, as reported by Mika, try out ang nangyayari, especially in the next few games for this team because of the new faces that they have. So the 23% not really surprising, and 14 assists given up by Gensan in the first 20 minutes of action. They really pushed the pace, and look at that 21 fast break points, courtesy mostly of Nico Panganiban, able to push the rock. You know, the guards of Gensan had really made a conscious effort to push the ball in transition, and the lack of transition defense, the effort by Imus to go back and stop those attacks, not really helping their cause right now.
Yan natin ang ating leading scorers. JP Berenchon, 5 points. And a balanced offensive here. Elorde, Reverente, Cervantes, Panganiban had 4 apiece. Boss Rene Pacquiao, the team manager slash starting center ng Imus, had 7 points. And J. Mark Malyari and another newcomer in Rep Diputado had 5 apiece. So, you know, kung titignan mo na, medyo weird yung stats mo na parang more than half ng output nitong Gensan came off fast break points, and it also says one thing: they cannot get going with their half-court sets.
Yeah, that's right, because Imus has made it a point to be able to get their offensives from their defensive stops, and Gensan has adjusted, especially in that second quarter. So hindi na nila inaantay na makaset ang defense ng Imus, because they have really been elevating the pressure all the way up to the 3-point line, making it hard for Gensan to get their half-court points. But the fast break has been given a lot to them. 21 in the first 20 minutes of action. That's just too much.
The Gensan starts with Panganiban, Reverente, Elorde, Marlon Gomez, and Mark Cruz. Reverente has it, handoff to Elorde. Gomez with a jumper, that's good. That's assist number 15 for Gensan as a team, as they extend the lead to 7. Here's Diputado, lost it, recovered to Galicia. Romel Mangalino ngayon. Galicia. Inatrasan si Reverente. Bobbled. 4 to shoot. Silvares inside. No. Rebound ni Reverente.
I'd like to see AJ Coronel handle the basketball on a regular basis here for Imus Bandera. Jacob Galicia, for all his great performances, especially in the last game. Not really a guy you could rely on all the time to break down his defender with a handle, resulting in a turnover para sa Bandera.
Mark Cruz umatake. It doesn't get the 3-point play, pero pupunta siya sa linya for 2 free throws.
And you're seeing Gensan here, they're being more aggressive on their half-court sets, because you saw a lot of passive movement in the first half, which really didn't help them and gave Imus a lot of stops in that first half. But credit to Coach Marlon for being able to adjust and tell his players to settle for a new point of attack.
Alan Mangajas returns to the ball game for AJ Coronel. They double team Allen. Releases it to Galicia. Not a pick, so ball is live. Pito going against Gensan.
That's a foul away from play called on Marlon Gomez, as Silvares was trying to get prime position inside.
Elorde trying to poke that ball away. Here's Alan Mangajas. Mangajas on the move. Mangalino is open for 3. No. Mark Cruz. Baba kay Gomez. Last touch on Marlon Gomez. Ball goes back the other way to Imus. 9-point lead for Gensan. Imus has yet to score here in the third.
The struggles continue para sa Bandera. The defense of the Warriors have also ramped up in this third period as they get another steal. Panganiban fouled on that drive to the basket.
Nico Panganiban. Pupunta siya sa linya for 2 free throws. Yung demeanor ni Nico Panganiban does it really reflect kung gaano siya ka-go hard, no? Parang tahimik lang eh.
Very mild-mannered, soft-spoken player. But his play definitely speaks volumes and has given a lot of boost para sa kanyang koponan in this game. Pinalayo niya itong Gensan mula dito sa Imus when the Bandera had a good start to this game, forcing Gensan into a lot of tight spots on the half court. But because of Panganiban's aggressiveness, pushing the basketball, it has given a different complexion to the game para dito sa mga naka-blue. And now, up by double digits, 11-point lead para sa kanila.
Malyari umatake. J. Mark Malyari with a high arcing shot. And he's hurt on the way down. Reverente gives it up to Elorde. Elorde drops it off to Gomez. That's off. Leon Horda.
Oh, there's going to be a foul called on the Horda.
14 seconds on the shot clock.
Panganiban recovers. Gets it out to Reverente. Swings it over to Mark Cruz. Cruz has plenty of time. Mintisantres. Malyari pushing the pace. Repotado. Binigay kay na Horda off the glass and then alam mo, other players would have not used would have not used the board that time.
Yeah, but that's Leon Horda's special talent, being able to use the glass in angles that are very difficult for other players. And that is why he has been so successful in his career, being able to hit shots like that from close range. Very important attribute of his.
Pipituhan ng foul si Romel Mangalino. Diputado right there. And ngayon ang Horda. Matatakam ka na hindi mo gamitin yung board. Pero siya, ginamit talaga binanda.
Pwede mo na lang ilagay yun sa ring And that could have been a dunk a few years back.
For you also. No?
Yeah, for him. Dinamay mo na naman ako.
Syempre, ako, sinusundan ko lang naman yung Instagram mo. Mahilig ka maglaro. Parang yung kaibigan natin na si Seth Hamora, who's celebrating his birthday. Nasa Gensan daw ngayon.
Oh, okay. Kaya naman pala. Happy birthday, Seth. Hope you're having a great day. Business as usual, mukha na naman para kay Seth.
Oo, syempre. Alam mo naman yun. Very busy man. Panganiban will be whistled for the foul.
3 point guards here on the floor para kay Coach Ren Cabrera. They have Alan Mangahas, Diputado, and J. Mark Malyari all on the floor at the same time.
Coach Marlon Martin actually counters with Mark Cruz and Nico Elorde and Panganiban. They poke the ball away. Here's Diputado trying to go down the middle. Mangahas to the corner. Malyari for 3. No good. La Horda takes that ball away. Binigay kay Rene Pacquiao for his 9th point of the night.
That's not an easy thing to do out jumping Don Reverente.
Actually, tiniming lang
Yeah.
Pagpababa na ni Don
That's just the veteran in Leon Horda on full display. His smarts on that possession.
Pacquiao collects the rebound. Binigay kay Malyari. J. Mark attacks and then draws the foul. And he's holding on to his right leg.
Well, he already looked hurt after a previous attempt kanina. Here's that rebound snatched away by Leo Nahorda, giving it up to Boss Rene Pacquiao for the easy deuce.
Tama naman yung pinasahan niya.
Tamang-tama talaga yun. All alone underneath the hoop. And ito si J. Mark Malyari. Really a brave guard despite being one of the smallest players on the floor. Has no qualms about attacking the defense and challenging the big men in the interior. However, missing on his first free throw.
1 for 2. Actually, ang ganda ng matchup nila ni Mark Cruz eh. Kita mo kasi Nico Panganiban nagpupush ng bola for Gensan. Si Malyari naman sa kabila as Nico Panganiban knocks down the 3. Balik sa 9 ang kalamangan.
Something he doesn't really do a lot, but if you give him that much space, these guys are pros. Expect them to knock that down more often than not.
Malyari. Nahorda for 3. Bothered by the defense. Here's Pacquiao. Binigay kay Nahorda. Lakay with a floater.
Automatic from that range. Ito si Leo Nahorda. Especially with no resistance. Expect him to get those 2 points 9 times out of 10.
Gomez is open, not short. Cruz lost his balance. Panganiban with another 3. No. Gomez to Reverente. Nabitawan ng bola. Here's Diputado. Elorde denying him the space there. Inside they go. Marlon Gomez.
That was a poor decision by Diputado, taking it upon himself to get the 2 points in the transition play. Could have given up to J. Mark Malyari, who was free on the right wing. And on the flip side, on the counter, itong Gensan, Nico Panganiban once again leading the break and leaving it for his big man, Marlon Gomez. The hoop and the harm and one opportunity.
Yung decision making ni Nico Panganiban, ang ganda din, no, Javi. Ang dami niyang opportunities kanina, no? He could have taken it to the rack and then you see him, you know, ang ganda yung angulo ng pasa niya kay Gomez sa sitwasyon na yun.
He reads every situation very well. High basketball IQ. Very intelligent player ito si Nico Panganiban.
Here's Galicia. Lead is at 10. Nahorda. Alan Mangas has to put it up. Mangas, that's a tough shot. Here's Panganiban. Oh, Elorde rather, but Panganiban will sail it for the finish. Pacquiao. Off the glass, wala. Rebound. Again, it's Panganiban. Panganiban on attack mode all throughout this game.
Imus is trying to match the pace right here of Gensan. Kaya lang sa kamamadali nila, their possessions result into turnovers or rushed shots. And itong Gensan, whenever they get the steal or the rebound, especially if it's Nico Panganiban, they push the pace. They don't wait for Imus to set up on defense. More often than not, it's going to be a foul or easy 2 points. Has been the reason why they are up right now by a baker's dozen. And a chance to add to that. 2 free throws coming right up para kay Panganiban.
It's an unsportsmanlike foul as well. Ang na-upgrade ang foul na yon. Yung lakas ng hampas ni Rene Pacquiao and forcing our referees to get a second look. Nico Panganiban, the pride of Antipolo. Sa Fatima University nag-aaral yan. Na ASCO. Dami nila dito. Actually, heavy, no?
A lot of hidden gems in that league actually, sa Delft. And that's why you love this league, because you give players who didn't really get that much exposure during their college days, but just equally talented with the rest of the best, able to get an opportunity to showcase their wares here.
Oh, Nico Elorde knocking down the 3 ball. It's a 16-point lead for Gensan.
That guy though, no need for introductions. Very well-known player. Ito si Nico Elorde. Played for La Salle and Ateneo in college. A legend from the De La Salle Zobel program in high school. Of course,
A trade, ano niya na to eh. He's mastered this move over the years.
he hasn't always had this outside shot, but just like any other player, he worked on it, really put in the time, and he's seeing the fruits of his labor.
And I was in the PBA for a while, and nung college na-cover ko kasi ito eh, but nung bumalik siya dito sa MPBL, doon ko lang ulit nakita, no? And then malayo na. He's a veteran already. Here's Panganiban. Balik kay Nico from way out. That's short. Arlen Gomez goes back to the bench. Binalik na si Don Reverente sa laro. Under 3 minutes remaining. (50-34) ang ating talaan. Galicia has really not gotten going in this ball game. Mangas, baba kay Pacquiao against Sorella. Here's Rene Pacquiao. Gets the foul and pupunta sa linya for 2 free throws. That's both teams already in the penalty here in the third.
Well, Sorella gave Pacquiao the baseline, and the help wasn't really there right away to stop Pacquiao from being able to attack the basket. 2 shots coming right up para sa kanya.
Nico Panganiban. Mabalik sa bench. Sinks the first. One for 2. And it's Nico Elorde who grabs the rebound. 15-point lead. Gensan has really taken control of this ball game. After that second quarter burst, Cervantes, step back jumper. That's good.
He has always had that shot in his arsenal. Just haven't been able to see it a lot, especially this season. But if you give him that space, he will hit it.
Pacquiao humihingi ulit ng bola, but double coverage there. Malyari. The fadeaway. Malyari puts it in. That's a tough shot over Nico Elorde.
Yeah, you couldn't expect anything more from Elorde. That was just better offense. But ito, Real Cervantes finding his mark little by little in this match.
He can't put points in a hurry. Ito si Real Cervantes. 18 points ang kalamangan ng Gensan.
Here's that shot by J. Mark Malyari. Good defense, but just better galing kay J. Mark.
Some extra movement there from Boss Rene Pacquiao. If you're wondering why we're calling him the boss, it's because he's also the team manager. Yung mga sa mga recreational league, meron niyang boss, yun yung
Sponsor.
Oo. Tapos yun yung pinapasahan lagi.
Para may playing time.
Oo. Hindi lang para may play time, para libre ang kota.
Tama. Tama.
Uy, pasahan mo si boss, ha? Tapos pagka-shoot ni boss, nice one, boss! Nangyayari ba sa totoong buhay yan? Abi?
Mukhang nagkikwento ka galing sa experience eh.
Nangyayari nga yan sa totoong buhay. 55-39 ang ating score. 16 points ang lamang. Here's Cervantes. He'll try again. Almost got that one to go. J. Mark Malyari has had a solid game in his debut. Binalik sa kanya. Three-pointer, no good. Oh, look at Bangkoyan. Run into Elvin Chan. Minsan nang bumabagsak niya si Elvin Chan sa collision na ganun, ha?
Boy, that was a tough rebound by Bangkoyan. Came out of nowhere.
Bato nito si Bangkoyan.
He snatched that basketball right from Elvin Chan. And Elvin Chan, yun nga tama because not all the time do you see him look shaken up after a collision. Kanina nakita mo yung mukha niya rin parang wow. Nawindang.
One of the more interesting players and personalities sa ating liga, si Elvin Chan. Here he is, Sir Gensan. Rez Cervantes gets a running start. Could not convert. 55-40. Chance for Imus to draw closer. That's a blocking foul. And one para kay Jacob Galicia.
Oh, this is one guy who has yet to get going para sa Imus. But here, this might just do it para sa kanyang kumpiyansa. Able to draw the blocking foul on Jerry Pingoy. 2 points. And a chance for one more para kay Jacob Galicia.
And here's the tricky part ngayon for Gensan because they're surrendering the momentum here, and Galicia gets his own miss. No call there. Imus will have first crack at the basket as in the fourth quarter, and pag nakuha pa nila yung bola dito and makakonvert sila, could be a good confidence builder for them. Here's Chan inside, off balance shot, not finished. A sorry miss.
Boy, that was just a spectacular move. Everything but the shot right there para kay Elvin Chan. In already, but niluwa pa ng ring.
So, a chance for Imus nga na makalapit pa dito. 42-55.
Ooh, that's a turnover.
Great D there by Pingoy. Cutting the path nitong si Malyari.
Well, one of the smartest defenders I have ever played with and against itong si Jerry Pingoy. Just a great nose for the basketball and just knows when to bait his opponent.
Kanina, he tried to squeeze himself between Bangkoyan. Alam mo naman yung resulta ng sitwasyon na yan. Gensan requesting for a timeout here. Trying to map out the last play ng ating third quarter. 5.5 seconds ang natitira. 13-point lead para dito sa Warriors. Marlon Martin trying to add to this lead.
Well, it was a missed opportunity para sa Imus to be able to go into the fourth quarter down by just 9 or 10 points. Could it get something going as you look at the next game? The main match of our Monday triple header dito sa Brenzy Giao Convention Center. It's gonna be the number 5 team in the South, Bacolod Bingo Plus, going up against the 3rd team in the North, the Pampanga Giant Lanterns, who have been just on a tear these past few games. Delph, the young core, just really proving they could hang with the best in the league.
Cervantes fires, and that will do it sa ating 3rd quarter. Muntik pa masira ang shot clock. And Imus unable to gain ground on Gensan. In fact, Gensan able to extend the lead, even with the efforts of Rene Pacquiao. Pretty much the same in the 2nd and 3rd quarters. Gensan pushing the action, and Gensan getting ahead. The final quarter coming right up. It's Gensan with a 13-point lead against Imus. Crowd slowly filling up itong Brenzy Giao Convention Center, and you know it's a big game, Javi, when everyone in San Fernando is here. Tingnan natin yung ating telecast schedule. Monday, of course, mamaya nasa 1PH tayo. Tuesdays and Fridays on 1PH. Magandang gabi sa mga nanonood on our Facebook Live and on our YouTube channel. That's not the way to start the 4th quarter scoring. Gensan exploding with 25 in the 3rd.
First time to break the 20-point barrier and get past 15 points in this game para sa Gensan. They just really capitalized on a lot of the opportunities given to them by Imus Bandera. They got their shots in that 3rd quarter, but the offense of the Warriors just too much for them to handle. Bingoy getting 2 points more to extend this lead to 15.
57-42 ang ating score. Is Jacob Galicia. Baba sila kay Nahorda. Inside, Leo Nahorda. Balik sa 13 points ang lamang ng Gensan. Chan finds Cervantes, Bangkoyan and Reverente. Gandang matchup nito. Pareho yung katawan eh. Parehong bato.
I'd hate to be in the middle of that.
Wala.
Sakit ng katawan yan, sure.
Cover na lang tayo. Huwag ganun. Basag lang, looking for a way through. Binalik muna kay Chan. 5 seconds to shoot. Here's Elvin Chan. Bagsak si Bangkoyan. Offensive foul, Elvin Chan.
Not really sure about that call, but definitely involved a lot of acting by Bangkoyan to sell that. Our referees buying it. Nevertheless, an opportunity here for Imus. Can they capitalize?
Nahorda. Reverente nakabantay sa kanya. Nahorda. Labas kay Diputado. Back to Nahorda. Nahorda for 3. Bingoy with the rebound. Ahead to Reverente. Reverente umatake. Off the glass and in. Don Reverente.
2 guys in front of me, no problem, says Don Reverente. And another 2 points para sa Gensan. The woes compound para dito sa Imus Bandera. Their lack of a knockdown outside shooter has really caused them a lot of problems, because once Gensan is able to take away the inside opportunities. The lanes don't open up para dito sa Imus Bandera.
Cervantes to Pingoy. 3 to shoot. Pingoy lost it. Pass from Coronel to Galicia. What a pass though from Coronel. Parang umikot sa ere bago napasa.
Little playground flavor right there. Infused by Coronel to get that rock to Galicia. As you look at the fast break points, wow. 20 plus 20 itong Gensan. And, you know, Imus can only have themselves to blame for that number because they have been lazy most times to get back in transition defense after a missed basket. So, you know, they should not be disheartened with their misses. Instead, magka-mindset sila na makabawi na lang sila sa depensa after every missed shot.
Deportado off the feed from Bangkoyan. They cannot afford to trade baskets here. Itong Imus, they need stops. 6:45 remaining in the game. Malyari and Pacquiao all set to return. Panganiban, Cruz, and Gomez para naman sa Gensan ang magbabalik dito. The no-look pass, the kick out. Elvin Chan offline. Masaglang with a rebound. Shot clock expires.
Well, Real Cervantes already had that shot. He was wide open. Nobody was near him, but passed up and still went for the no-look pass to Don Reverente inside the shaded area. But ball will swing back to Imus.
Deportado. Nahorda. Coronel ngayon. Goes down the middle. The kick out to Malyari. Malyari goes baseline. Iniwan ng bantay. Unable to finish on that occasion.
Sorry miss for him right there. Bounce not going his way. Talking about J. Mark Malyari. And that's another quick possession given up by Imus with no points put up on the board.
6 na minuto natitira sa ating laban. Here's Manganiban. Spins. The one-hander doesn't work. Iba ni Alan Mangahas. To Lakay. Pacquiao trailing. Pacquiao. 2 free throws para kay Rene Pacquiao.
Well, you're mentioning the impeccable footwork that Rene Pacquiao has. Again, displaying it on that possession. Very tricky for you to catch that ball in stride and go for the up fake without going for the traveling. But Pacquiao able to translate that into 2 free throws. Very impressive.
Alam mo, Javi, you know, 2 stops lang dito for Imus and then a conversion could really change the complexion of this game. No, they're just down by 11 here with 5:40 remaining. Reverente, inabas muna kay Nico Elorde. Deportado nakabantay kay Nico. Elorde. That's Reverente taking the step back 3. Malyari is ahead. Caught it. Malyari with a left-handed scoop.
What an amazing catch right there by J. Mark Malyari, and against one of the toughest defenders in the league, no less than Nico Elorde, unable to get the tap on that pass.
Panganiban with 10 to shoot. Elorde fires. No good. Rebound ni Alan Mangahas. Imus onto their last push. Deportado lays it in for 2.
The misses starting to pile on right here para sa Gensan, and Imus doing a very concerted effort of going for the easy baskets because ngayon naman ang Gensan ang matagal bumaba on transition defense. There's that amazing catch and finish by J. Mark Malyari, and Deportado going all the way to the cup. Nobody stopping him after that side step. 4-point swing para dito sa Imus Bandera. 61-54 is the count.
Nueva Ecija picking up win number 14 in our first game. Marikina dropping to 3-9, 99-77 ang final score. Byron Villarias exploding for 25 points. 7-point game ngayon, pero mamaya it's an interesting one. Bacolod and Pampanga going at it. 61-54. Here's Panganiban, could not finish. Mangahas with another rebound. He is in trouble. Diputado gets it back. Nahorda quickly dips it. Para kay Lakay, and the lead is down to 5 for Gensan.
Oh, these guys looking like renewed players here. Itong Imus Bandera now down by just 5. Getting a boost.
Pacquiao too close to Mark Cruz. Let's watch our OK Bet move of the game. We're bringing this epic move of the game. Lakay Nahorda turning back the clock. That move of the game is in partnership with OK Bet. Own win. Cruz umatake sa gitna. Rene Pacquiao already with a flagrant foul kanina.
And that's not really something you want happening right now. Your team on the verge of coming back into this game, and you commit something like that. Not really what the doctor ordered here for Imus. And no less coming from Rene Pacquiao if it will be called on him. That's something that he has to be able to control his emotions, being the playing team manager of this team. These are very crucial moments in where they could snatch the lead here. There's the challenge.
And the elbow was extended. That's disappointing for Imus.
It's even if you say so though.
Ano pa niya eh. Dinemonstrate pa niya dun sa bench eh. Kita na. He's been ejected. And it's a shame because ang ganda ng nilalaro niya.
Exactly. And yan, yun na nga eh. They are on the verge of a run here. Coming back from as high as 15 points down. Now just down to a 5-point advantage. He has been playing so well until that point.
Mangalino now with the responsibility to probably finish this game for Imus as their center. But iba kasi yung binibigay ni Rene Pacquiao sa team na to. He gives you offense, gives you a low post threat, not just the size dun sa depensa.
And he has hit timely baskets in this run as well. Nakita natin kanina that catch and the fake leading to 2 free throws. But just this unfortunate incident that happened as you look at the numbers of Mark Cruz on your screens. Almost 11 points per game. He had 13 in their last match against Makati in that resounding win. Big victory para sa kanila. They hope to continue their winning ways in this one against a rejig Imus Bandera roster, which right now missing the services of Rene Pacquiao as he was ejected.
They're trying to fix the shot clock on the other end. And Coach Ren Cabrera taking this time to give some instructions. Few minutes ago, we thought that this was a done deal para sa Gensan. But Imus has stormed back and has come to within 5. Now at 6 points. Look at the steal from Diputado. Diputado banks it in. 4-point lead for Gensan. Offensive foul. Lower the shoulder.
That is just frustration on full display para kay Nico Nico Elorde. After having the ball stolen from him a couple of possessions ago and getting Diputado the score, dito, binawian niya. Kaso offensive foul ang itinawag. Not really the kind of play that you want. Coming from a veteran, no less. Now just 4-point advantage being stared on by Imus City.
Rev Diputado gives it up to Alan Mangahas. Imus has outscored Gensan 16-7 in the final quarter. Lakay na Horda puts it in. And how big has he been, Javi, in this ball game? Lakay na Horda.
That's just the veteran for you. He may have been struggling in the first few quarters of this one, but when it matters the most, getting the shots. And talking about veterans, Nico Elorde, a veteran for Gensan, making up for his mistakes and hitting the three-point shot. Here's this step back by Leo Nahorda over his fellow lefty, Marlon Gomez. And on the flip side, Mark Cruz to his fellow point guard, Nico Elorde. Cash on that three-point shot. 3 fingers to the sky. Brings this advantage back to 565-60.
Five-point game right here at the Brent Gao Convention Center. Fans of the MPBL getting treated to a thrilling encounter between Imus and Gensan. Appetizer lang po ito. May laban pa po tayo mamaya. Bacolod laban sa Pampanga. And for sure, this gym will be rocking later on as the home team plays another game against Bacolod. And they correct the call. Ball will stay with Imus with 4 seconds in the shot clock. Muntik nang kuyugin si referee Bert Giga. Nahorda fires. No. Panganiban collects the rebound. Panganiban. Nakatawid. Binigay kay Reverente. Waits for Elorde. Nico. Marlon Gomez ngayon against Mangalino. Nahorda rather. Mark Cruz. Looking for a way through. Alan Mangahas with the steal. Malyari. Stop and pop. Pasok yan para kay J. Mark Malyari.
He loves that shot, that pull-up transition, Jay. From 12 feet. 14 points now in the game para kay J. Mark Malyari.
Final 2 minutes. Gomez. Quick swing. Panganiban for 3.
What a shot right there. Big time box office. Nico Panganiban getting those 3 points. Very crucial basket.
Nahorda attacks. Mangahas offline on the 3. Rebound in Reverente. Nihingi ni Marlon Gomez ang bola against Nahorda. Gomez going to work, lost the handle.
They ran the same play, but the difference in this possession was that Gomez decided to attack in the post, didn't kick it out to Panganiban. Here he is knocking down that three-pointer, extending the gap to 6. But possession with the Bandera right now after that Gomez turnover. I would have loved for Nico to have a touch of the leather in that play, ride a hot hand and see what he can do, because he has been the top offensive weapon in this match para kay Coach Marlon.
Jacob Galicia binalik for Alan Mangahas, Diputado, and Malyari. Ang ganda ng kanilang debut for Imus so far. Here's Malyari. Offensive foul on J. Mark Malyari. Pangatlo na yan. But a costly turnover right here. Almost a similar call on Nico Elorde a few possessions back.
That's right. There was definitely a lowering of the shoulder. You could see it on the replay. It doesn't lie. And, veterans like Nico Elorde, they will commit mistakes. But there's a reason why they are here in the end game. And just proving himself right there with a lot of timely plays, heads-up moments para sa kanya. After giving up a turnover and 2 points kay Diputado, he was able to force a charging and get 3 points. Now he's at the line for 2 shots.
Nico Elorde, just the veteran smarts. The poise, the composure. When the going gets tough, Galicia, takan siya ni Nico Elorde dun to get the foul. Nasa penalty na ang Imus. Gensan naman, 1 foul away. But the lead is back to 7. And lane violation. So Coach Ren Cabrera, that's their second to the last timeout of the ball game. Babalik kami dito sa Bren Giao Convention Center. MPBL leadership here. Emer Oreta, our head of operations, Commissioner Kenneth Dorendes, Executive Officer Joe Ramos, and the Security Chief Rudy Distrito. Pampanga Giant Lanterns all set for battle against the Bacolod Bingo Plus. Isa sa mga laban na minarkahan ko, Javi.
That definitely is going to be a game to watch out for. I'm very excited for that, Delph, especially with the way Pampanga has been playing of late. A lot of virtually players who have not yet been introduced dito sa ating liga, but right now making a name for themselves. Alam naman natin kung gaano kaganda ang recruiting touch ni Governor Dennis Delta Pineda.
And he's also the head coach.
That's right.
Mark Cruz, nakatawid na si Reverente. And it looks like they won't give up the foul here. Gomez against the Horda. Reverente with a jumper. No. Agawan sa rebound. Mga Lino. May ekstrang kaliwang kamay doon kay Nico Panganiban. But Panganiban, the toughness that he's shown in this ball game throughout the physicality and the way he's put pressure. Kanan, kaliwa. Tingnan mo dito, Javi.
Left,
Right.
right. And it has really been very impressive with the way he has been able to control his emotions, be a picture of steadiness para sa kanyang koponan. And not just that, he also brought in the production in this game. Top scoring for Gensan. Knocking down as well the much needed baskets to pull them ahead and most likely assure them of the victory in this one.
Yeah, he's been huge here, and Nico Panganiban, as soon as he came in, really changed the game for Gensan. And although nakahabol ng Imus dito, no, cut the lead to 3, closed the game out. So, may 20 segundos pa tayo. Next foul will be free throws para sa Imus. One stop para sa Gensan, and this will all be over. There's Nahorda to Mangalino.
That was just too much time nicked off the game clock as the physicality continues to mount during the tail end of this match. It's just a pity, Sedelf, that this is happening at this point of the game where the outcome is all but decided. There's not much reason really for these things to transpire anymore. 13.9 seconds. Nothing you can really get out of it by doing stuff like this.
And you have to remember, Imus already without their starting center, Rene Pacquiao, was ejected earlier for 2 flagrant fouls.
So these are the things that, this new Imus Bandera team needs to learn how to be able to keep their emotions in check, especially against the more physical teams in this league. Alam naman natin na karamihan sa mga kupunan dito sa ating liga, they like to get under your skin. They have players na ganun yung trabaho nila para papikunin ka. And if that does happen, they did their job well.
Penalty. That's his third. Technical foul on Imus Extremes number 17, Rom Mangalino, his 4th, and Gensan Warriors offense number 4, Nico Elorde, his 4th, both for unsportsmanlike behavior.
So the verdict has been handed out. Foul on Don Reverente. Free throws para kay Mangalino. So the technicals canceling each other out there for Nico Elorde and Romel Mangalino.
So 2 shots pa rin dito para kay Rom Mangalino. And even if he makes both here, not really a chance anymore for Imus to get this W. So Gensan will be moving up their rankings in the division, getting win number 7 in this one. Very important victory para sa kanila to be able to keep in step with the middle of the pack in that very tight South Division.
One for 2 para kay Mangalino. Gomez, Elorde. That's dangerous. That was dangerous. Hit him in the head, actually.
And having a word here with Coach Marlon Martin. Nothing really much to prove here itong Imus City Bandera by doing stuff like this at this point of the match. Really very sad to see it transpire like this. 9.9 seconds na lang ang nalalabi. We don't want anything more to happen out of this.
There's a warning as well. I think Coach Ren Cabrera will call a timeout, no, as soon as nakashoot to, no, and it's not gonna end. You know, kung tuloy-tuloy yung ganitong physical play in the end of the ball game, you want to see some sportsmanship as well. 71 to 63, 9.9 seconds remaining, and excited na yung mga tao dito sa game ng Bacolod and Pampanga. This is all but settled.
Yeah, the people here in the venue, Sidel, I'm sure really saving their energies for this Bacolod Pampanga match.
Ako rin sinisave ko rin ang energy ko honestly.
You can see all of them, they're staying quiet here, not really cheering a lot.
Wala
Pero,
wala nagre-react.
Yeah, pero mamaya, I'm pretty sure this will be a very raucous crowd. You know how Pampangueños love their basketball. And they come here in droves to support their home team. Expect Bacolod, you know, to be able to give a good match para manegate yung home court advantage ng Pampanga.
The Rev Deputado makes it a 6-point game. They trap Mark Cruz. And continue to foul here. 2.8 seconds remaining. And Jacob Galicia. Imus trying to salvage some pride, pero they can hold their head high, no? Even though bago yung team, that fourth quarter run was really something positive para kay Coach Ren Cabrera and something to build on going forward. Alam natin to, Gensan has, you know, sort of found their groove dito sa tournament natin. But Imus, bagong team, new look team, but no, nagpapakitang gilas in the end game.
Just the fact that you were able to give yourselves a chance of getting the victory in this game. It was a gallant stand by them despite the retooled roster. It can only be moving forward. It can only be nowhere to go but up para sa kanila because they have displayed an exemplary effort despite the new players in their roster. Going up against one of the stronger teams in the league, in the Gensan Warriors, sabi nga natin, the first real test for this new team. And I'm sure Coach Ren Cabrera tempered his expectations in this tryout phase of this new team.
14 points, 10 rebounds, and 5 assists para sa ating best OKBet player of the game. Nico Panganiban is player of the game highlight is brought to you by OKBet, the official partner of the MPBL. With OKBet, own the win. Nico Panganiban with a terrific performance. Crucial 3 down the stretch to restore the advantage para dito sa Gensan. It ends up as an 8-point win para sa Gensan Warriors OKBet over the Imus Bandera Xtreme. And that will do it for our second game. Third game coming right up. Bacolod against Pampanga. Stick around dito sa MPBL.
MPBL na, MPBL na, yan ang